What a weekend coming up. Derby Day weekend here at Aquis Park Gold Coast Turf Club. Have a look at the scene behind us. What a picturesque day here on the coast.
The weather has turned it on. We cannot wait for this weekend. Obviously, we're also racing out at Beaudesert for Derby Day as well. So it's going to be a massive one for the Aquis team. We've got here, we've got out there. And then, of course, all roads lead to Tuesday for Melbourne Cup Day.
Back here again. We may as well just pull up the swag and stay Saturday. Well, you're into camping, so
may as well get the swag out in the mounting yard. Maybe I think
it'll come around. It always seems like Melbourne Cup's ages away at the start of the spring, and then next thing it's right upon us. But first things first, the big Derby Day program. The track's looking in tremendous shape. Soft 5, the current rating, and with some terrific weather leading in too. It'll be in tip-top order for the 7-race card on Saturday.
Yes, shout out to our sponsors. Obviously, CFM will be, Derby Day will be presented by CFM, so looking forward to a great day there. Hospitality packages, we'll look to those. The Glass House, there are a few tickets left into our Moët Chandon Fashion Luncheon, featuring the Molly and Rose fashions on the field. So get your tickets into that. If you're into your fashion, it's going to be an amazing day. We've got a fashion runway. We've got a competition for best dressed female, best dressed male, best headwear, lots of prizes up for grabs. So that spot, there are limited tickets still available, so get online and pick those up.
And it's one race day that has held its tradition, Derby Day, with the black and white theme.
So make sure you have your monochrome on, because you'll stand out like a sore thumb if you are in colour.
That's a word I didn't think we'd be hearing in this show, monochrome. What's that mean?
Next topic. Let's head to the next one, don't we?
And then it's sort of colourful on Cup Day.
It is. So it swaps completely. Black and white. Look to your blacks and whites. Combination of both, and then bright colours for Melbourne Cup. Go the complete opposite.
Right.
Yes.
I've got none of that in my wardrobe. Also Saturday, the return of the Jericho Cup here to the Gold Coast. It was run at Beaudesert last year with the turf not racing at that time. And it's got a big field to line up, 13. We caught up with Bellamy, who's got one of the leading contenders, Bump and Run, who was successful in one of the major lead-up races. Jay was standing in the box of last start winner Bump and Run. He was successful over the 2,400 metres last time around in a lead-up race to this Saturday, a heat of the Jericho Cup, a new pain barrier, so to speak, going 2 miles this week.
Yeah, he got ridden really well, got all the breaks last start, and he got the money. It was too tough for him, and he'll go all day. He was running through the line, and Jason said he'll have no worries getting 3,200. Yeah, and we always thought that with him, with his breeding and everything like that. So, yeah, he's a tough horse.
He's been really good for the stable since he's joined. His first run, he looked a coming winner. Then he was close up at his next start before winning, I think, his third start for the stable.
Yeah, he won for his third start. And there was a little bit wrong with him when he went to town, and it was a pretty poor run. Then we backed off him, got him right for that last run, and, yeah, he's back to winning form, so very happy with him. Yeah.
Is the Jericho race itself something that you've got in the back of your mind, or just get through Saturday first and see how everything pans out?
Yeah, we'll just get through Saturday, but I reckon he can run the 46. He's just that kind of horse. He just go all day. So we'll see how we go. If he wins and pulls up well, I might send him down there. So yeah.
Can't wait to call the 2-mile contest. They're always interesting races, the long-distance ones, and we're back here over 2 miles leading into the big 2-mile race on Melbourne Cup Day.
There you go. Looking forward to it. Something else that's happened this week, not Spring Carnival, but Summer Carnival. Our final release for the Magic Millions packages went on sale yesterday to the general public. So obviously we've spoken about it a bit on the show here, but the Star Gold Coast Magic Millions Carnival will take a new look this year with the 4th of January and the 11th of January. So all tickets are now online, so get in quick, because that 11th of January, all that's left hospitality-wise is the event centre, and that goes very quickly.
Wow.
So if you do want to be in a hospitality package on Magic Millions Day, you've got to get in now, otherwise you will miss out.
And of course the first day, the Wave race day with the $3 million slot race as well.
Magic Millions Gold, Mitchie, as it's now called.
Yes, I better say that right. Will be run as a twilight meeting with the last few under lights, and then of course the main event, Magic Millions Day, will continue its day slot. So But once we get through, well, like we almost don't care about Victoria and Sydney after this week. It's now all about
All
us.
roads lead to us.
All about me.
Finally, it's about us. Get us to summer, I say.
That's right. And in regards to Derby Day as well, some of the numbers this year really, like, they're back to the probably pre-COVID days, aren't they?
Absolutely. It's going to be, I don't know if I can use this word on the show, gangbuster. Is that a new one? Have I used that before?
Look,
it's going to be gangbuster
look,
here.
if you can use it, anyone else can use it out there.
So yeah, it's going to be a huge down track between Derby Day and Melbourne Cup. The numbers are shaping up. You know, we're pretty much sold out on Melbourne Cup in every single hospitality package. GA is still available, so if you do want to be on track, get your general admission tickets. It's a great day wherever you are. Obviously, the weather's going to be amazing, and there's going to be plenty of fun to watch on the races.
So monochrome and gangbuster. Let's find a winner for the weekend. We'll start with here.
Okay.
And then we'll go to Beaudesert.
Yep.
And then we'll go to the Derby. We'll have a tip in the Derby. But firstly, what about our man Gibbo?
I know.
Gerrymander.
God.
$34 on the tab fixed odds.
I wish I got on it when I was reading Gibbo's tips, but obviously I did not.
Started 10 and never looked like losing.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you got to follow Gibbo's tips. So along with our tips, get your pens out. Also head to Gibbo's tips on the GCTC website for all your tips ahead of this weekend.
Yeah, there's also a set of trials coming up. Just to jam a little bit more into us, Monday there's a set of trials here which will have heats leading into the debut.
There you go.
So we're looking forward to seeing some of the top class 2-year-olds line up. Of course, if you win a trial between now and December, you've got a chance of getting into the field. So that's on Monday. So we'll have all those reviews next week.
Perfect. Okay, back to tips.
Yeah.
So Gold Coast.
Moving along, as they say.
I will go race 5, number 1, Badgers Nuts at the Gold Coast Turf Club. I'm saying some great names on the show today. I recently trialled very well, so hopefully it continues that form and gets a win.
Right, race 5, number 1 for Ella. Wimaway, race 3, number 6, Chris Waller. Runner just had the one start for a good third placing. Has found a winnable maiden. I reckon race 3, number 6, Wimaway. Beaudesert.
Beautiful. Beaudesert. I've gone race 3, number 7, Clovis Prince for the Edmonds and McLean stable. Looks to be a short distance horse, so it's in a good race, and hopefully another one gets the win.
Yep, they've found a good race for it out at Bowie. I'm going in the first there. I reckon this race might fall away a bit. Flying Bats, race 1, number 5. Been in pretty good form for Alan Chow and has found a Class 2 plate, so it's well in. Race 1, number 5, Flying Bat. A Derby tip while we're hot to trot.
We know on the show I've got my omen bets.
Oh, really? Haven't noticed.
Oh, couldn't tell. So I couldn't go past race 7, number 2, Red Aces. Obviously, the name says it all. It's also a great horse. It's obviously got that win at Moonee Valley on Saturday. So great horse, great form, great name.
I think that it'll be very hard to beat, as well as El Castello. For a real roughie, China Sea. Mark Zara's jumped off one of the other leading contenders to ride this. And I think it'll run a play. John Sargent's very good with derbies and Oaks. He's got an impeccable record with the Oaks, and he's won a few derbies along the way. So this will run the 2,500 out.
Nice.
Not sure it's as classy as the top 2 that I've mentioned,
Yep.
but I reckon it can run top 3.
There you go. I hope you had your pen and paper out and you took down all those notes, because we're going to find you some cash for the weekend.
Yes, and then we're going to do a special Melbourne Cup Day show.
Yes.
Yes.
And more tips.
Yeah.
We're full of tips and wins. So we'll be back on Melbourne Cup to preview, obviously, both racing here and, of course, the grand final, the big race itself, the Melbourne Cup.
Come up with that elusive trifecta, which always pays a mozza.
Yes. Oh, God, I hope I can
tell you,
get
the
it.
one year that I got it, I think everyone got it. So You Think, it was American, So You Think, a My Lucky Day, and it paid about $100.
Oh.
And every other year it's about 30 grand.
Oh, I wish I won that. I didn't quite get that. I won our office sweeps last year. I think it was about $50. But, you know, a win's a win. So hopefully I can snab the office sweeps again.
Funny you say that. You seem to have a good record in some of the office competitions. Anyway, that's for another day. That's more of a current affairs story. That takes us away from In the Box Seat. Don't forget that special edition coming up on Monday as we preview Melbourne Cup Day.